Okay, so we've downloaded and installed Easy Sketch Pro, and we've fired it up. I showed you how to do that in the last video, and here we are inside Easy Sketch Pro. This whole area, in terms of terminology, we'll call the workspace. It's everything you can do with Easy Sketch Pro. First thing I want you to notice up here is the version number. Right at the top says Easy Sketch Pro 2.2.0. That's the version number of the software you're running. If you want to check whether that's the latest version, I showed you how to do that in a previous video. You go to the Inner Circle Riches members area, go to where you download Easy Sketch Pro, and which is in Member Central Product Downloads Easy Sketch Pro, and then you'll see the current version here, 2.2.0, 28th November 2014. So we're actually running 2.2.0, so it's the latest version. So that's how you can check. Okay, inside this area here, this is a standard sort of Windows program, so there's a lot of Windows functions that apply. Up here in the top right hand corner we've got the minus sign to minimize the software. It comes down like that. We've got this to resize the software and turn it into a floating window, so we can move that around. You can make it bigger or smaller by dragging on a corner or on any of the edges, just as you can with any Windows software, and you can move it around by clicking on the top of the window here, holding your mouse button down and dragging it around. Okay. To maximize it again, you press this rectangle here up in the top right hand corner, and there you go, and the X here will close the application, as in all Windows applications. Okay, you can access similar options by going here to the top left and the little Easy Sketch Pro icon. If you click on that, you've got Restore, which is the same as go full size, minimize, maximize, and close the software. Okay, so they're equivalents of the options in the top right hand corner here. Now, there's a couple of things I want to point out to you before we move on. First is down on the bottom left hand side here, and on the right hand side over here are status bars or status messages. The one on the left here tells you what Easy Sketch Pro is doing at the moment, and if it's not doing anything at the moment, it tells you the last thing it did. So in this case, loading workspace is done, because I haven't done anything since I booted up Easy Sketch Pro, and then it loaded the workspace, and that was the last task it completed. Over here on the right hand side, these X and Y coordinates tell you basically, if you put objects on the canvas, where they're located, but to be honest, I've never referred to them. I'm not sure why anyone would, unless they're particularly important that they have exact placing of objects. So don't worry too much about that. But over in the right hand side here is this little blue tick saying idle. This is a status bar, will tell you if Easy Sketch Pro is doing something basically, and if it's doing something, how many tasks it has to complete. We'll see it in action as we do things in Easy Sketch Pro later. But the key thing here is that when tasks are being processed over here, it says it's doing something, and it tells you what it's doing over here, then you can't do anything in Easy Sketch Pro. You've got to wait till it's finished processing. For example, when you first load up the software, it has to load the workspace. Depending on the speed of your computer, that may take a few seconds, and you will see this over here as a task being performed, and over here it will say something like loading the workspace. Okay, so always look at those status bars. Normally it won't matter, because most things are done very quickly. It will matter though when you're handling things like video and audio or music files, because it can take time for Easy Sketch Pro to load those sort of large files and process them, so just keep an eye on them. Okay, so what else have we got here? Basically you do everything you need to do in Easy Sketch Pro by using either these menus. We've got 4 menus up here, and or more often these tool buttons. This is called, if you like, the toolbar, which has various buttons or tools in it for achieving certain things in Easy Sketch Pro, and we'll be walking through those during these tutorials. Okay, so broadly speaking, these menu options all have their equivalents in the toolbar, and it's far easier to use the toolbar than the menus. Over here we have a little link, need an image. That will take you online to a place where you can order, for example, photographs. If you've got a photograph that you want sketched out in Easy Sketch Pro, for a fee of course, you can get a photograph converted into a sketch. Okay, so just check that out if you want to. Okay then. Okay, just to finish up, a few bits of terminology that we'll be using throughout these tutorials. As I've already said, this is the Easy Sketch Pro workspace, all of this here. We'll be using Easy Sketch Pro to create, I'll call them whiteboard animation videos, but they're also called sketch videos, doodle videos, hand scribe videos. They've got a multitude of names, but I use whiteboard animation for simplicity. When we're actually creating a whiteboard animation video, we'll call that a project, an Easy Sketch Pro project, and then here in the middle of the window here, this white area, this white rectangle, is called the canvas. The canvas, if you like, is what the camera sees. So things that you place on the canvas in this white rectangle will be in your final video. But things, for example, you place outside the canvas in the grey area, anywhere around here, won't turn up in your video. And we'll see that you can create several canvases in one project, and each canvas represents, if you like, a scene in a movie, but more of that later. Okay, this we'll call the toolbar up here, and these are tool buttons or icons, and I think that's probably about all the terminology we need. In the next video we'll look at canvas options. Okay.